Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unusual Favor Show. I am your host, John Hansborough. This is my lovely wife, Shalonda Hansborough. Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. We're coming to you live from Butterfly Entertainment Studios right now. Um,
Thank you, Lady J,
absolutely. Thank
for
you,
the
Lady
beautiful
J and Eric.
atmosphere.
Shout out to all of the hosts on What Up Baltimore. Um, Hope everyone's having a wonderful evening so far. How are you doing this evening, honey?
I'm here. I tried some new things with my hair here. And I believe it worked out, but I needed more time. Uh Running out of time to do things. So hopefully it looks okay. Let me know what you think. Just trying to work my natural with no pin. So
Well, the topic for this evening we're going to be talking about is a topic that my wife actually gave me. Um,
thank you.
Yeah, you did. You don't remember that? You gave me the topic the other day, cleaning your own backyard. And I think that's funny because right now my backyard's grass needs to be cut. Like I need to cut my grass right now. And we're talking about cleaning your backyard. So when my wife told me about the idea of cleaning your backyard, we talked about it a little bit, very briefly. And one of the things for myself that I know, when we say cleaning your backyard, we mean what can you do for yourself, to help better yourself?
Or make the situation or relationship better.
Make what? The situation or relationship better for yourself? We're talking to the people. You don't tell me.
Sorry. Yes, you. Okay. I'm having trouble with this camera too because it's going the reverse of what I'm doing.
It doesn't matter.
But when I said that, I was thinking along the sense like, if you have issues or situation or you're in a relationship, sometimes people are immediate to say, well, he don't do this and he don't do that and he don't do this and that's why this isn't working. Well, what is it that you're doing to change the situation? So that's what I was saying. Sometimes I'm silent and it's, I'm thinking about, what can I do to change, or make a situation better,
Right.
Mm-hmm. And even if for me, I'm that silly thing called a perfectionist and I'm always working.
You're definitely a perfectionist.
Working and practicing, to make those things better. So I feel like I'm always cleaning, I'm always practicing and trying to make things better, trying to learn things from others in different situations. So that's
absolutely. I want to say hello to Miss Yolanda, one of the other hosts on What Up Baltimore, Miss Yolanda Square Buckingham. How you doing? Shout out to her and her lovely husband. So like I said, for me, I'm sorry, honey. I definitely have, when I really sit and think about it, I have a lot of things that I'm constantly still working on to this day. Mm-hmm. I feel as though that I have gotten better in some senses of some situations, but in others, I still need things to work on. I will admit sometimes my attitude or my temper starts to flare a little bit more as of late. You know what I mean?
Flare. I like that.
Yeah, like, it's a lot going on. Wow, that's what I was getting ready to say. I mean, it's a lot going on in the world or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know if it's pressure or just, is always constantly something going on. We had a rough year with the COVID. Now it's starting to rise again. Like it's a lot going on that we have to really be mindful of and be careful of. Every now and then I take breaks from watching the news because when I watch the news, it does something to me sometimes, but I love watching it. I have to know what's going on, but I will take a break for maybe, I don't know, maybe a week up to a month. And then I have to get back on and watch it again. I love Don Lennon's show. I watch him all the time on CNN and a lot of other shows. So I constantly try to stay up on what's going on. But by watching this stuff, what is that doing to me mentally? Is it putting me in a depressed state? Is it making me anxious? You know, so those are the things, a lot of things that I think about when I think about things that I can do for myself for cleaning my own backyard. You know what I mean?
And if
Communication.
you focus, not to cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
that's kind of when I thought about it too. And I'm like, stop focusing on that stuff. I don't watch the news. Like, I find out these things that happen in the world from, others. My husband, and then, when you go out, people tell you things. So, this happened over here. And so it's like, well, I gotta focus on what's happening over here, you know. And if I continue to focus on what's happening over here and cleaning up on my backyard, and I'm focusing on God and what He has set forth for me, then my mind won't get mixed and mangled up in the
Absolutely.
things of the world.
Right.
I mean, yes, we have to be mindful of those things that's happening so that we can protect ourselves, with, the pandemic and stuff that's going on. But the way I'm getting through this in life, it's life, is focusing on my yard. In the yard. Focus on your yard. Yeah.
But you said something though. You said focusing on your yard, but you also
Mm-hmm.
said something about focusing on God, right? Didn't I hear you say
Yeah.
that?
So I know, like, you know,
Because it's easy, especially when you're constantly busy or constantly trying to reach a goal that you're setting for yourself.
mm-hmm.
You have to have some type of and this is coming from somebody, I didn't grow up in a church or none of that thing, nothing like that, but life experiences put me in a situation where I had to build a relationship with God. So when you I feel as though by doing that, it definitely helped me in some ways to find peace, or to find a balance, because I'm constantly trying to reach a goal. I'm constantly setting something that I want to do. Both of us are. We have goals that we do individually, and we have a bunch of goals that we're doing together. So, um, relating that to cleaning your own backyard, like by us being under so much pressure and things that we're doing right now, we're doing some stuff in the home. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. Um,
He's talking
so
about me. I'm
you
a
have to
lot.
do things like I walk my dogs. I pray. I haven't been out to do any like swinging at a golf club or nothing like that. I haven't played golf in years, but at least no, it's been about 2-3 years now. But meditation, I write, of course. Anybody that knows me knows that I write. That's my thing, really, to help me get through a lot of things. So with that being
He's using the
said,
laptop now, though.
I
Sometimes.
do, but I like to write freehand still. I still like to write my stuff freehand and then I'll type it up. I wrote like Unusual Favors book. I wrote that whole thing out in hand first and then
I
typed
know.
it up.
I was there. Remember that?
But yeah, I absolutely have to do things like that, because if I don't, then my attitude changes. I could be irritable. I could have, that could cause a lot of things that's just unnecessary. I
Mhm.
think, you know what I mean.
And then
What we got here?
once you come down off of that, you're like, wait, why did I cause so much ruckus? And
Right.
then, if I had just been focusing on my yard.
I'm gonna give a shout out to our brother Jonathan from Uganda. He said a relationship with God is everything in this pandemic. Yes, it is, bro. It's definitely everything in this pandemic to get us through what we're dealing with. I hope you're staying safe over there where you are. We praying for you to get through whatever you're dealing with, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we definitely we challenge each other too on our
No,
own
you
backyard.
challenge
I don't, you don't,
me
whatever. I think we
on.
challenge each other on our backyards.
I think what happens is when I'm working on my yard, I love saying that. When I'm working on my yard, then he starts working on his yard, you know. So sometimes it's not about, making that other person do what it is you want them to do. You do what you're supposed to do. And they'll, start working on their yard too.
You definitely can help somebody, influence somebody doing that because
Mm-hmm. Just
a
like
lot.
I want to give him a shout out. I'm going to ask for his permission first, and then I'll give his shout out on the next episode. But a young man that came in and did some things that we needed to do in like split seconds and by himself. It was just
Absolutely.
like the job really required like at least 2 to 3 people, if not 4. You know, and we came downstairs to like check in, and it was done. And
Amazing.
it was like a breath of freshness. So, I had like a bunch of anxiety all about it. And, it was like, God, I'm trying to do what, the vision is, and I need these things done. And, you're providing, and you're putting people before me to do it. And so a scripture, yeah, scripture,
While she's
came
pulling up,
to my
okay,
mind.
go
Just
ahead. You
give me
got
one
it. I'm
second.
sorry.
Yep. Give me one second. It's not Dead Space. I have it right here.
There you go.
Well, I had
You
it.
had it.
Hang on. God, it's so difficult. Okay. And I did send this to a few friends and reminding them of it, but I know a lot of people are probably familiar with it. But it's Philippians 4, 6 and 7, and this is the NIV version. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, you know, that unusual favor, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus. Okay. So, I've been, reading that and sending that to a few people who I thought, needed to hear it. So, with cleaning up, sticking to our topic, cleaning up your yard. Don't be
Definitely.
anxious about it. And, I'm not telling you to do this and, like it's a practice, um, but,
Definitely a
things
practice.
are either going to work or they're not. You're either going to do the things that you need to do to reach your goal, or you're not. So focus on cleaning up your backyard and don't be anxious about it.
And by cleaning up your backyard, that can go in a multiple different ways. One, I believe, and I'm talking about for me now, right? When I think about cleaning my own backyard, how can I make the whatever situation, say for example, me and my wife sitting here, um, we're discussing something and we have a disagreement on something. She feels one way about something, I feel totally different about it. So when we talk about cleaning your backyard, what do I do to communicate that situation with her? Or what am I doing? Is my attitude a certain way? Am I in a good space mentally or physically? Because day-to-day things that we do can beat you down. Chill, we got kids, everybody's doing something. It's a pandemic going on. We got loved ones. So we all dealing with a lot. School, everybody that's got kids are dealing with the school situation and what's going on with that coming up. So also with cleaning your backyard is helping others, I believe, too, to clean their yard. If that makes any sense to you. That makes sense to you? Because there's a lot of times when my wife may bring up something to me and I'm like, damn, you know what, you're right. Or somebody else my children may bring up something like, daddy, you doing this or you're doing that. And you may not even realize it. You know what I mean? In a
Because she set the
sense,
mood
who?
last night. Jocelyn set the mood last night. Things were kind of tense last night, and everybody was all over the place. And then she's been doing this like 7-minute workout with me and her sister, and we try to do it for like family time. And she said, "Well, we're going to meditate after this, to reset the atmosphere." So I was just like, "Okay,
She's
so."
9 years old, by the way.
9. And they did the workout, and even my other daughter, Jalon, she came and got herself together and did another routine on her own, and it was actually really good.
We've done some we've done some adjustments and cleaning our own backyard actually with our children. I'm glad you brought that up because we have given them more like a regimen. I want to say, you know what I mean, like something to do every day, giving them a list of what they're doing because you know the summertime most of our children love tablets and phones. We all know how that is, you know what I mean? So sometimes we try to get them away from that a little bit just so they can be ready for when the school year starts because I don't even know what's going on next semester, if they're going to be in school or back home or what, you know? Um, so we noticed that we had to do some cleaning with that, where we had to get our children back on track, get them, you know, we want them to have fun and be children and enjoy life and all of that. But at the same time, they need to be prepared for what comes before them in the future, you know, especially with school, because that was a difficult task during this pandemic. Um, but what do you think about cleaning your yard, honey? Without putting you on the spot, what are some things that you can think of for yourself that you need to do to clean your yard? Is there anything? Because
No,
I know nothing. You are
my
perfect, huh?
my yard
I,
is clean.
oh, okay. Well, my yard, the grass need to be cut. So, literally in our backyard, I need to cut the grass. But
No, I'm just kidding. You know, I'm finding that, my yard, myself, me, um, I am very anxious about things and it affects my flow, as one would say. So that's one major thing that I'm working on is just, being calm through the process. And even though enjoy it, everything is not going to go, to the T, Um, so learning how to be calm through that process and, just being thankful for each process, even if it's not, what it is. And again, it's what the vision has been set forth.
now,
So yeah.
you just said something. What do you mean by what you want? What do you mean by that? Because if you have a vision, you know what I mean. Yes. Are you saying that it's up to? Of course, it's up to God. Like I feel like when God gives me a vision, of course, all I need to do is the footwork in that vision to make it manifest. He's already laid it out. If He gave me the vision, He laid it out for me. It's up to me to put the boots to the ground and make the vision a reality to people, and to do the work that I need to do so it can be what it needs to be. I used to worry about who's going to support in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, you talking 2017, who's going to support this? People going to come out. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you stay consistent and constantly stay focused and do the things that you need to do to make your goal a reality. It's you can it'll happen. I'm sorry, my young daughter is calling me live while I'm live, but it'll manifest. It's not easy. It ain't supposed to be easy, you know. It really isn't. It ain't supposed to be easy. Um, so we're cleaning your backyard, and I don't want to get too far off topic because we're talking about cleaning your backyard, but communication is a branch in that on that tree, I believe too, because you have to communicate. And communication is something, it sounds maybe like it's easy because you're just talking to somebody, but it's not. You have to listen, you have to talk, then you have to listen, you have to understand, you got to see where they're coming from, try to understand their point of view or whatever.
Well, I will add that when you're cleaning up your yard, there we go again. Um, when you're in a relationship, you do have to communicate. Like, yeah, he has his yard and I have my yard, but I have to communicate sometimes. This is what I'm doing in my yard. This is what I'm cleaning up because then you have that support, you know, that you know, things that I'm doing that sometimes you may be better at, you can come in and help me, and things get clear about it. And so don't hold things, especially when you're in relationships, to yourself. You have to put it out there, if so that you can get that yard clean. But when you're with yourself, you focus on those things and you clean up those things and you put that petition out there for what it is that you want and you need and you desire.
You do that in prayer, maybe? Because
In prayer,
I don't believe that we should share a lot of the goal. When you have goals that you're setting forth for yourself, I'm not one to share my goals with everybody because I feel as though I'm a big believer in like the atmosphere and energy and stuff like that.
okay.
And I I'd rather focus on the goal. I could talk to the people that I need to talk to help me get to that space. But um, sometimes it's not good to share your goals or ideas with everyone because everyone doesn't have your passion or everyone's not coming from where you're coming from. They may not believe like you believe, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone is different, you know. Um,
I agree. To a certain extent, I do believe that you should do your prayers and petition.
you definitely got to pray about it. You
Um,
definitely.
or if you're not spiritual, some people do, and even if you are spiritual, you can do like a vision board or just put it out there, put it down so that you can see it and it becomes clear. Um,
Vision board. That you just said something that's good too. I love vision boards. My wife does not like vision boards.
it's not that I don't like them. It's just it's very tedious, and like I said, I'm a very anxious person, so it's very hard for me to sit there. It's like, okay, it's in my mind. Why do I have to,
But
But
you just gave me an idea though, and make a vision board of how to clean my yard. Like what things do I need to remind myself of, to
get
keep
some
my
weed.
yard clean.
Get some weed.
Weed killer.
Yeah, they just keep coming up though.
They're always going to rise.
You want to get rid of weeds in your yard.
Problems are going to rise. I understand exactly where you come from. Yeah, yeah. You have to. But weeds are like problems though in your yard.
Correct.
Problems are going to
get rid
occur.
of those problems. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to preach, but get rid of those weeds in your yard. It's going to make everything, die, and it's going to,
Now,
so
how do we do that though? How do we get those weeds?
you get rid of the things that are not benefiting you. You get rid of the things that are not positive for you. You get rid of the things that are causing you pressure. Yes, some things are work and you have to work through them and it's a practice. But if there's things that's not going to benefit you and it's causing you severe pain to the point that you're, it's like that fright or flight syndrome, get rid of it and focus on the things that seem to be working. And then you try something else. And then you get rid of those other things that aren't working for you so that you're focusing on the things.
I'm so glad you said that.
Are working.
Right. Because but it's not easy to do that though. It really isn't. Because it took therapy for me to realize that at one point in my life, I was doing more for others than I was doing for my own self. So I'm glad you said that because you have to I would call it like setting boundaries because I was the type I'm the type of person if I can't help you and I know that you need the help, sometimes it would bother me. You know what I mean? And then in that sense, I'm putting more pressure on me because I'm not doing what I need to do for me. I'm constantly doing for you or for whatever reason, so I do small things for myself. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Well, of course, writing, but taking walks or just relaxing, meditation. I listen to a lot of different sounds on YouTube. I love listening to the flute meditations and things of that nature. I'm also a municipal marijuana smoker. I do have a card. I'm a card holding member. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I do.
Talking about that.
Well, that's what it is. But whatever things of that nature to keep me grounded, to keep me, because I got babies. We got 2 daughters. I got my wife here. We got 2 dogs. I got 2 cats. I feel as though that my presence or my energy needs to be in a certain way, because if not, then I feel as though then the house is not settled. We don't like a lot of bad energy in the house, You know, I'm real picky on people that come over. I don't like having events at my home. I just don't. I'd rather come to your house.
No
I
one
don't
has
want
seen my
those.
home.
I don't want the spirits in my house
I don't have
sometimes.
any friends that come over.
Yes, you do. I'm just
He
playing.
doesn't allow many
I'm
people.
just
He
playing.
did let me have company. I hope Miss Rose having able to tune in tonight. I know she's probably
Who
still
is
working,
tuning
working,
in?
working.
You know what? We gotta give a
Um,
shout out to.
you're cutting me off when
I'm
I'm
sorry,
speaking
baby.
again.
I am
Go ahead.
sorry.
I think you should do that.
But
But
the Happy Nappy,
I'm still talking.
the Happy Nappy event that we were at on Sunday, we want to give a shout out to Malika. Thank you for having us. That was a wonderful event. Let me see. We got some quick. I had to learn that. This Miss Joyce Butler said she had to learn that. I'm guessing taking care of herself. I understand. I
Hey,
had to
Miss
too.
Joyce.
It seems I've always want more for people than they want for themselves. John, do you know? This is from our brother Jonathan. John, do you know that many people are depressed over here? It's my time to learn more of depression and tell my people. And you got, wow, that's deep right there. It's that, man. Look, inspire them any way you can, Jonathan. I definitely understand. That's what I'm doing now. Yeah, I understand that. You know, that's why I love to write, and I'm so passionate about my poetry because when I realized at one point that just one person, one time I went to a church and I shared a poem. My wife and I was together, and I shared a poem, and this woman there, like, just she was crying
She
and
kirked out.
yeah, she really did. She had, an epiphany, a spirit or whatever. And it humbled me and moved me so much. You know what I mean? That something that I put together, some words that I was feeling and put together was able to help somebody else or give them some type of feeling, you know? Because this is a difficult time. We in it's a lot of depression, a lot of stress. Every now and then I'll just pick a poem from out of one of my books, and I'll tag maybe 50 to 60, 75 people just to try to inspire somebody, just because, you know what I mean? If you bless someone else, then you'll stay blessed. That's a secret that I'm willing to let you know because I realize that as long as you blessing somebody else, you'll stay blessed. Your blessings come when you bless other people. It's that simple. It's that simple. That don't mean go out your way and kill yourself for somebody, stressing yourself out and things of that nature. But pay it forward. Do things like that. You know.
And it's also like just shedding a light, I'm learning that because I do a lot for if anybody needs anything, I
Yes,
try
you
to
do.
do it. Even if I can't do it, I think that's why I'm always late. Like everyone's always on me about being late, but it's because I'm trying to fit in something that shouldn't even been in the schedule in the first place. And though it sends me in a frenzy, I forgot my point. I'm tired, but
I understand. I'm tired
see,
too,
like
man.
now, I'm exhausted for this, but I did something successful earlier, and I gave someone a therapeutic treatment and shampoo and condition, and they fell asleep and they
Yep.
felt good for the
Right.
first
Right.
time, and
Exactly.
they could feel their scalp, and it was a wonderful thing to see and feel. So though it was put in the middle of my day in between school and tonight's broadcast, let's speak it, okay. um you know that was not just for I did something for someone else, but I also did something for myself. Because that is a new goal that I'm working on. He does poetry. I love to sing. I love to practice and have rehearsals, so I try to get that in. It could be something as simple as coming and get your therapeutic shampoo and conditioning from me, and taking a moment for yourself just to breathe, just to talk, and just to feel good. Um, there's tons of things that you can do in your yard.
Why are you saying yard like
I
that? Like we
love
from
it.
Boston and stuff. We from Baltimore, Maryland. Why you saying yard?
Clean up your own backyard. I don't know. It just sounds so much better because a backyard can be like a hideous thing, but it's
Right.
not a hideous thing. It's your yard.
It's good though because, like I say, it made me think when you sent me that text last week. It really did. It made me think about what am I doing now? You know what I mean? To keep my yard clean. You know, we joked about it when she first sent me because I was like, I need to cut the grass, but
I didn't say it. I was working on my yard.
But I like to, because sometimes we feel as though we don't have anything in our yard that needs to be cleaned. We think our yard is already manicured.
Ooh, where you going with that, sir?
Sometimes
where you going with that? You gonna wait till the show's almost over.
Sometimes we think our yard is
he said
perfectly manicured.
Please say it again.
Like, stay off my grass. That type of, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. But
yeah, sometimes you don't know that, your yard needs some cleaning. So maybe.
Unless your neighbor tells you.
Hello, neighbor.
Unless your neighbor tells you. But definitely, those are just little things that you do, because I think it helps us in everyday life to better yourself. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be a better version of who they are. I know I do. I always want to be a better version of who I am. So cleaning my backyard is one way for me to, I would say, like, check myself. That's another one too.
Before you wreck yourself.
Right. I was thinking that too, that you said it.
Can I?
I swear I was.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Who was that?
That was a number of different artists. Ice Cube, different people.
Okay.
But
see, everything is a song for me. That really helps me. Usually when I send out inspirational messages, I usually send a song with it, because everything's a song, and it's so much better to have a beat all day long.
Also, we got here my sister Love Jones. Y'all talking the right stuff. Hey, fam. Y'all follow Love Jones on Facebook too. She makes some amazing face masks. Shout out to her. But keep that yard clean. It's not easy to look at yourself, though. Seriously, it's not. It's not easy to look in the mirror and see what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? So Miss Joyce Butler said, life is a song. That's it.
And I don't like that word so much as wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not so much that something is wrong. I guess if we take that mentality away and think that there are things that I can do that's different, or things that I can do that's better. If you start thinking, oh, I did this wrong, excuse me, and that was unsuccessful. Like my warm up today. Ooh, it did not go so well. But I did it. I'm working on stretching my voice for a concert next week that I'm very excited about. It's a full hour of classical music outside at 4 p.m.
We'll be recording. We're going to go live with that?
We're going to go live with some portions, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
If you want to see the whole thing, you can.
I'm definitely going to be live. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, I'm not going to share the whole thing because it's an event that we're invited to, or whatever, that my wife is performing for. But I have not heard her sing classical music in so long, other than her rehearsing and messing around at the house with her best friend Tiffany Albin. Big
shout out to my sister, who is training me daily. A beautiful singer,
look these women up. Seriously.
Teacher Tiffany Albin.
Yes. Look her up.
She is a wonderful artist herself, and having someone there that knows your voice, knows your capabilities, and can hear what you need is so helpful. Yes, I know. I think I'm a pretty good teacher. Yeah, but
awesome teacher.
But you sometimes need yourself someone that you can trust outside of you, and this goes back to our topic, that can, hey, line that up.
Right.
Hey, right. You're pushing too much. Mm-hmm. Hey, why are you making that sound? Mm-hmm. So, you put your shoulders down, like those are things, if you have the right people in your corner, supporting you,
that's key too.
Yeah.
That is very key. Having the right people in your corner. It really is.
And when you don't, clean up your yard.
Right. Yep. It really is. It's amazing sometimes because God puts you around people that you never thought that you would be around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a light just comes on, there's a connection and you just build with different people. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really do. Um, but keeping my yard clean every day is something that I think about on how I should do it. You know what I mean? How I should do it. Am I frustrated when my kids come in the room and say, "Daddy"? Because sometimes they call me all day, every
Daddy, daddy,
day.
daddy, daddy. That's the
So
first name they
how
said. After all I did,
she's
a
like that.
dad, dad, dad. The first word out of both of their mouths, a dad, dad.
Yep.
And you're a great dad, dad.
No, thank you. I try. Um, what else? Oh, I want to say happy birthday to Van So Happy Green. Shout out to Van So Happy Green. Her
Happy
birthday is
birthday.
today. Shout out to you.
Happy birthday.
So what we
to
got? Miss Joyce, one of our
Happy
other co-hosts on her show. You need to check
birthday.
out her show, Conversations with Joy B. She said life is a song.
Oh,
Life is a
yes.
song. I like that. It is. I may write a poem about that. Life is a song. I like that. I'm also going to jack something too that I'm gonna put that out there. I'm going to write something that what did you tell me on Margaret's topic was? That was a good topic
I
that she
sent it
had.
to you so I wouldn't forget. Well, I was trying to send it to myself, but I couldn't find my own.
I'll get back to that. I forgot what it was.
No.
But we're going to on the next Unusual Favor show. I'm putting my wife on the spot right now, but I'm going to ask her to sing one of my favorite songs, "Victory in the Storm."
Don't be stealing her stuff. Either.
Wow, I gotta snatch that. I'm sorry. "Victory in the Storm." That I mean, wow. Yeah. I want my wife to sing one of my favorite songs on the next episode of Unusual Favor. So,
what?
Yeah, I love when she sings this song called "Change Me" by Tamala Mann. It just reminds me of the struggles that we went through and the things that we had to endure to get to where we are today. We went through a lot. If you check out Unusual Favor.
I don't know how to do this.
Just stand up a little bit. Unusual Favor is on Amazon right now. Whoa, on Amazon. Unusual Favor is, like I said, a story about us and things that we had to
working on my waistline
deal with in our life, in our marriage. So, also Spitfire Poetry Shutdown is available on Amazon. Unusual Favor, my book, is available on Amazon. My wife has a single that started this whole process called Unusual Favor. That's on Amazon. I have T-shirts. We have oils. My wife makes a wonderful oil that I've been using on my beard and my head, and I love it. Nice and clear. My beard is growing.
It hydrates. It stimulates the hair shaft. It's good for your hair and your skin. It's all essential oils. You can contact me if you would like to have your own bottle. And I can teach you the process of proper hydration. I was going to do a little portion and a little game for all my friends at school, trying to quiz us on certain chapters to prepare us for state board. So I'm going to be doing like a little 10-minute, quiz game and things that we need to know. Like we're setting up our bags for the state board. So like we should, just to like tie in also the other gifts that, I want to share.
Also, follow us. I'll be at a couple more book expos before the summer's out. The Happy Nappy Porch in the Park was absolutely wonderful last week. Shout out to Malika. I had a wonderful time. Great people, great vibe. It was wonderful. I believe the next one is August the 8th. I definitely won't be in the house. But shout out to them. Like I said, happy birthday to Van So Happy Green. Shout out to all of the hosts on What Up Baltimore, too. You guys are doing a great job. I watch some of these shows myself personally. So I love what Ava Smith is doing. Shout out to her. She's a wonderful young lady. Check out her show tomorrow, Sip and Paint. My wife here will, unusual favor is, like I said, this is her baby, really. I just wrote the book, but she really started this whole process. So in the future, we'll be sharing other different things on Unusual Favor show. She's going to some hair product lines and things of that nature. We're doing some different things.
We have to restore. There's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and we need to restore our relationships, restore our minds, restore our bodies, restore our skin, restore our hair, restore our color, and make some changes. Change me, oh
Don't
God.
be afraid of change either.
Make me more like you. Change me, oh God.
Don't start, please.
Wash me through and through and through and through. Please create in me a clean heart, so that I can worship you. Change me, oh God. Oh, make me more like you. Change me, oh God. Wash me through and through. Create in me a clean heart, so that I can worship you. I need you to change me. Oh, Lord, please, please change me. Oh, I need you to change me. Oh, yes, I do. Lord, please change me. Yeah. I need you to change. Change. I need you to change me. Hey. In the morning, I need you to change me. In the noonday, I need you to change me. When I'm going through, when I'm stepping out, when I'm going in, change me. I need you to change. A wonderful change has come over me, yeah. Oh, a wonderful change has come over me, yeah. Over me.
Wow.
Over me.
Miss Joyce said, why am I pulled over here crying my eyes out? I hear you. I'm glad we're at the end because I don't want y'all to see me crying either. So thank you for watching. Thank you for that lovely rendition that you just did. You know I love to hear you sing, baby. Wow. Yeah, we got to get out of here before I start crying. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful week. Be safe out here. Be vigilant. And please love on each other and bless someone else.
Clean up your backyard.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.